I just bloody cast out here into these snags. I keep saying it, but this is why we're up here.
Morning guys, welcome to another morning on the Wenlock. Nath just had the drone up, getting a cracking sunrise as it came up. We had a pretty crazy sleep last night. Wildlife came alive in the bush here last night. It was insane. Both me and Nath were up at the same time. There was something coming up the river, just walking up the river. Wasn't sure if it was a sort of wild pig or a croc or something like that. So yeah, a little bit spooky. Just as we came in last night to the campsite, on some of the embankments there was a few croc slides, nothing huge, but yeah, still sort of puts the wind up here because we haven't seen really too many signs of crocs. Still got to be aware that they're in there, but yeah, that's the real first sign of seeing some life of crocodiles in here. So yeah, and the birds last night, they were at night time, the haunting bird sound seemed to come out. I'm not sure what sort of birds they are, but yeah, you can just hear them flying over and calling out. So and then as soon as daylight starts to break, you get all the real cool birds sounding out, whistling and singing a good song for the morning. So yeah, we're just gonna pack up the rest of the camp here, get the hammocks down. I think we've worked the hammocks out. We're putting these wings out. They seem to be working really well now. So yeah, and then we're just going to head off nice and early. We're going to head up to the little feeder creek that Nath saw coming in there last night. We're going to have a bit of a fish up in there and hopefully we can catch some breakfast.
What I would do to take away this fear of being loved, allegiance to the pain. Now I fucked up and I'm missing you. I'll never be like you. I would give anything to change this fickle-minded heart that loves fake shiny things. Now I fucked up and I'm missing you. I'll never be like you. I'm only human, can't you see? I made a mistake. Please just look me in my face. Tell me everything's okay, 'cause I got it. Ooh, I'll never be like you. I'm only human, can't you see? I made a mistake. Please just look me in my face. Tell me everything's okay, 'cause I got it. Ooh, I'll never be like you. How do I make you wanna stay? Hate sleeping on my own, missing the way you taste. Now I'm fucked up.
So when we're ready, we're always working as a team. I've just come up and packed down Nath's hammock for him. Got all his gear, got his knife, got his head torch, got his pillow, everything out of his hammock there for him. Just makes life a little bit easier so we can get going quicker and get into some fish. So I'm pretty sure Nath will have breakfast ready for us as I come down here, probably bacon and eggs or something like that, hopefully. Maybe some crumpets, some Vegemite. What's going on, mate?
I didn't know about that. I thought you were brekkie up there.
That's always the deal, mate. That's the deal. You've broken the deal. It's a deal breaker.
I'm the catcher. I just caught all the cherubim.
Ah, yeah, true. Well, guess what? Now you're cooking the cherubim too.
Cook. Right. Straight up to the sandbank there, you reckon?
Yeah, you'd be able to go. You'd be able to cook it eventually if you want to get in there.
Oh, I just want to start just out of it, you know.
And then flick into it.
Any slides on that bank there?
Yep, down here.
Is there? Yep. Throw the plonk over it, mate. Hold us there, Pete.
Not let us go. Yeah, look at this here.
Oh yeah, that's a proper one.
Yep.
Yeah, look at these big
scratch.
claw marks.
Yeah, the claw marks either side, eh?
So that's a salty, guys. I reckon that's a big salty. And this is what we were saying. These deeper holes in these sort of feeder creeks, the water's not flowing as fast, so they're sorry, it's a bit hairy here. So you know, they feel safe in there. There's no effort to stay in there. Look at this. I'm not going to get too close because he could just come launching out, but that's his claw. And then you can see over here his big belly rub as he's gone back in.
So he'd be sitting on there just to sun himself, to warm himself up. Reptiles over here sitting there and basking in the sun. Happy days, getting a good tan up.
Bloody hell. Not happy days for us though.
No.
Puts you on edge a bit, but we can't get through here anyway with a tinny, so we're going to fish this hole just here, and then I reckon we'll tie the tinny up somewhere safe and go for a walk and just land-based fish the rest of it. So we'll take you guys with us, but we'll set up now, have a few casts in here. This looks really good, and yeah, we're just going to have our wits about us, have each other's back for a bit, and hopefully we'll get a good fish to show you. Here we go. Alright guys, we're set up, ready for some action. This croc has really put the wind up us. It just drops off right here next to the boat. Like, it's nice and shallow this side, and then this side is just dark. So you don't know what these crocs are thinking, like if they're just eyeing us off. I mean, they've got the best vision from under the water, but you got to think that they're sort of weighing up the scenario. They're not going to put their life at risk with two blokes here and a boat. But then, like, Dan's just walked away. He's going to fish from up high on the bank there. You know, then the croc thinks, all right, well, now I've got a 50% chance of, or better chance of getting a feed here. So anyway, I'm just going to stay back on this side of the boat and have a few casts, and then we'll go for a walk. Yep. Oh, he's got me around a snag.
Has he?
No, I got him.
Barra?
Yeah, he's pulling hard for a little barra. He's only small, but...
Hey.
There you go, guys. That's probably third cast.
Hey, he's still good size.
Third cast, and we got a little barra. There we go, guys. That would have been third cast in this little hole, and he'd be about 40-45 centimetres, only small, but we're hoping to get some bigger ones. Look at that. Ew. He knew. He just turned. I put him on the other side of the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, he spat out a fish. Yeah. But yeah, I put him on the other side of the boat, but he just turned around through the channel and went back in. He knows where home is.
I found that yesterday, the bigger long paws, then they hit it then.
Yeah. Oh! I just did like a really slow retrieve at the last metre, and a barra came out and I could see him in like 3 in the middle of water.
I reckon that's what's happened.
So many fish in here.
They're in there, eh? You were spot on. You said that will hit the hole. There's going to be fish in there.
What do you think's happened? It's just frayed.
Yeah, it's frayed. Yeah, because it ripped across the... It was all tangled up with that lantana.
Yeah.
Like, exactly like that. What the hell?
I hope we just got that. That fish bloody jumped out at my lure.
That's hilarious. That was a decent jump.
Yeah, you couldn't have Marley here, eh? Not like this.
No. I'd probably bring Buddy.
Buddy'd fit right in.
Mate, I'd probably feed Buddy to the croc. That's mean, sorry Buddy, didn't mean that. Buddy's our new little cavoodle.
A what?
A cavoodle.
A cavoodle?
A cavoodle. You haven't heard of a cavoodle?
No.
Oh gosh. You want to get up with the times, mate?
No, I don't want
You now pay big money for a crossbred dog. Back in the day, if it was a purebred, that's where you paid money. Now,
I don't watch the Kardashians, mate.
he would have fitted in my handbag perfectly.
Yep. Oh, it's a better one.
That's good size, eh? That's good size. Nice work, mate. Consistent. Hey.
Oh, no! He's got my lure. Oh, leader grabbed it and it snapped.
Yeah.
You know that.
Decent fish to pull up by the leader.
I know. I just got excited. I thought I had 40 pound. I wasn't thinking.
Oh, that was good size, man. That was good.
Oh, I'm tying on 40. That's heartbreaking.
That is.
What was I thinking?
I don't know. I don't think you were thinking.
I wasn't.
I was watching you pulling up on them. Oh, what's he doing?
That's what happens on 20 pound, guys. 20 pound leader. So we got 30 pound braid, and I've tied on 20 pound leader. Just for the last few days fishing in the shallow stuff, and that was a bigger barra. That bigger barra, they got a raspy mouth, and I put too much weight trying to pull it up. Wasn't thinking, so I'm going to tie on 40. Oh, he's got me around it. Oh, he's out. Yeah.
Got himself out.
Looks like it.
You gonna bring him? Oh yeah, you got 4. Just a baby. No.
Another little barra, guys. Same size, only small. Not as big as that one I bloody dropped, but it's a nice fish, aren't they beautiful? And look at the golden, kind of golden tail. So up here in the freshwater they go darker, like you can see on the bottom of his tail. Out in the salt water they're really golden and they're a bit tastier, but like I said last night, these guys push upstream, so he's obviously been around a bit of salt in his time. Alright guys, we just had a great little session in that big hole up there we spoke to you about. We caught a heap of barra. We lost a couple of good ones. You saw that one that I bloody tried to pull up. A leader grabbed mine. Had 20 pound on, a leader grabbed it, tried to pull it in the boat, snapped the leader. It was a ripper fish, so that's disappointing, but we're now going to go for a hike up this creek. We'll follow the same creek, so we've just moved the boat down a bit, just to get the solar panel in the sun and repower our battery. Dan's already up here. I'm hoping we'll get some good fish up here in this creek. Hopefully there's some more deep holes and good snags, and who knows what else we'll see. So, oh, this bloody ground's hard on your feet, eh? Yeah, look at this stuff. It's not nice. Bloody steep. Alright, so that was the first hole This creek is really cool, producing good fish. So I think it was first cast I had a Saratoga roll on the lure. Second cast I got him. I'm rolling that footage now so you can see it on the chest. You see there's been pigs right through here. This is all from feral pigs. They get in there and they root it all up and probably then get taken by that croc. That's why that croc's up here, you know. Easy food. Let's see if we can catch a fish. Oh, I had a toga on then. Toga! Good one! Guys, he's pretty bloody dirty and I'm not walking down there to wash him, but that is a good sized Saratoga. Isn't he beautiful? Look at the colours on him. Big mouth. Alright, I'm going to put him back. I'm not going down near the water, so he's going to get right in. But yeah, then I caught a catfish and moved on. So Dan's down here having a flick around. We'll try this little hole.
Steep. He's going to go down. Mate, be careful going down there, eh? Dead set. So I ain't coming in to get you. Nah. I mean, it'd still be a good hookup. You'd have to try to get him up the embankment.
Is that a challenge?
Yeah. Have a crack. I'm going to sit here and video you. So this is me mad mate Nathan. Shooting out warnings left, right and centre about crocs. He's got a good stand, he's made a nice little pad for his feet to stand on. So yeah. Well, you're confident you're going to get one then? Alrighty, I'm coming in. I need to be in. Better make sure I don't end up down in there too, eh? Come on. What lure you got on?
Alright guys, we walked up quite a way, maybe 600 metres, and turns out that first hole was the best one of the lot. There's lots of deep holes, but they look stagnant. No bites at all, no movement, so we're not going to waste any more time. We'll hit the main river and try and make some kilometres today.
We know there's barra in there.
Yeah, there's definitely plenty of fish in the main river today. Who knows what we'll come across. It's exciting. Another waterfall, or maybe big fish, or I don't know, we might just make some kilometres, make some ground today. That's the plan anyway. Hey guys, we just had so much fun fishing that little creek. Caught a few barra, a couple of good ones, a couple of toga. Actually we got a reasonable toga further up the creek, you'll see that one. But we're just regrouping at the moment. Dan's getting his tan on, and no motor.
Princess
we're just
Layla sitting on the front of the boat here.
Isn't this nice? Birds everywhere, just wildlife galore out here, and no one for, I don't know, 100 kilometres in any direction or more. So yeah, we're just taking it all in, but it looks like we're coming up with some fast water here, so we might jump out and change route, try and get around these trees. I reckon we can go through the shallow over there, hey? I'll get out and
Where's our stick?
give it a... Oh yeah, the campsite's just here, isn't it?
Yep. Sammy's stick, we've got Pete Plonk, Sammy's stick, Doug Damper.
Doug Damper.
We've got a whole heap of people on the boat.
We're getting lonely out here. Alright guys, we're going to get through this section and motor up the river.
So guys, we're just coming up into a hell little hole here, eh? So we're just trying to, we've got the motor off, we're just just walking the boat up so we don't spook anything. But I'm super stoked about this one. Nath gets stoked on some different ones, like some holes, and I'm not so like, oh, I don't know, man, I don't think there's going to be anything in it. But this one here, I'm bloody pumped on, eh? Like, I reckon around the rock bars, like I was telling you before, where the rocks and you know, the big undercuts out of them from the water. This is exactly the same scenario, if you can have a look at that. So I'm not going to get too close to this bloody hole, but I'm just trying to get you in here to have a bit of a look. There's some serious structure, some serious rocks in here. If we don't pull lunch out of this, I'll make Nathan eat my hat. First 2 casts.
Yeah.
Nothing fantastic.
I think we've had, like Dan just made that last clip, we've had like 3, almost a sooty grunner a cast.
Yep.
I mean, they're not big, but
they're such good fighting, eh?
Yeah.
He's
and they're the
good
tasty
fighting.
ones. Look at the colour.
Yeah, look at his colour on him.
Really light.
And the best thing is, Nate, you're not eating my hat. So.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're not eating them. Dan's gonna release him.
It is.
And he's off straight back into his hole over there. So they just love this fast moving water. It's deep and fast. And honestly, every cast we're catching them. And they're a ball of muscle, we were just saying. They're like a little staffy. They hit so hard. And you know, we're chasing barra now for lunch, but they're just as fun. So it's good stuff. I'm getting back in there. All right, guys, we've got a double hook up here. I've got a little rat on one side, so I'm just... I can't do it with one hand.
Hang on here.
All right, ready?
Ready? Go, yes.
Yes!
Bring yours in.
Dan's got one.
Mate, I didn't even see that cut, mate. That was right at the boat, eh?
And I got a little baby.
Hey. Nice.
Bloody hell, good times. This is great. Got this little girl here, or little boy. So the boys with barramundi, if they're up to 80 centimetres, around that size, they're a male. Anything bigger than 80 centimetres, they actually change gender.
Have a go if you can get the sun inside that mouth there, eh?
Look at that, big gob. So Dan's a bit bigger than my little one, but...
As always, mate, anyway.
Look at those
standard.
eyes. So like the cherubim, their eyes are red at night to a torch. How good's this? How can we do a little selfie?
Double shot. Woo! Go to Wenlock.
Oh, this is great.
He's in.
Well, we want to find a bigger barra, just a little bit bigger than what Dan just got, so we'll cook it up for lunch with our cherubim. I'm going to put this little guy back. There you go. He's just got my thumb. There he goes. Good job, mate. Alright, Dan's just hooked a barra.
No, it's a
What is it?
sooty.
Oh, it's a sooty.
He's still working me hard. Exactly what I said, eh? I thought I'm gonna let. He's got a bit of weight in this little reedy snack shaz, whatever they're called. Snacks.
That's a beautiful fish though,
Yeah.
look at that.
Straight on that little rock ledge there, eh? Let it drop down for about 3 seconds and then just bang. I didn't even twitch it at all, he just took it. Anyway, we'll get him off, let him go, I reckon, eh?
Yeah, let him go. We've been catching so many of these sooties, so we sort of, you know, we haven't been filming them. But I thought that one was a barra, so I grabbed the camera.
I'm gonna have bloody strong wrists after this.
You've already got strong wrists, mate.
What are you saying?
Alright, so we've got a nice bit of structure here. We just got here. I think that was Dan's like second cast, so we'll get the lures back in the water. So we're just making our way down the river. We've covered a bit of ground now, which is since we had that break, which was real good. But we've just come across the palm cockatoos. There's 2 of them, a pair. We've shut the motor off, so I'm hoping you guys can hear them again, because we heard them yesterday. It was really cool. They're such a beautiful bird. They're huge. They're such a big cockatoo. They're the biggest cockatoo in the family, and they live till they're 60 years old or thereabouts. They pair for life, which is really nice. But they're kind of rare. You know, you only get them up here in Cape York. When you get up here, they don't seem so rare. But they're only in this one little, like in a map of Australia. Their distribution is like, I just sunk into my bloody waist. Their distribution is like a speck, you know, so they're only found up here. And the female will only give birth once every 2 years. So, sorry, we're just pushing over a sandbar here. It looks a bit hairy on the other side.
That's so deep and green there. I'll push it off and I'll jump in.
I'll go up front. So yeah, they only look at that, there they are. Oh, I hope you guys can see that. They're such a big prehistoric bird. You know, it's like a pterodactyl flying over. But yeah, once every 2 years. So and their nesting, they're really specific. It's got to be in like a hollowed out tree that, you know, it's been snapped off in a storm or fire, so the fire's burnt it out. They're real fussy, and obviously other birds come in and harass them, and they all want to nest in the same tree. So yeah, so
Nate's talking about palmies. I'm just getting hungry thinking chicken parmigiana.
he always wants to go to the pub. But yeah, I hope you guys can hear that, because it's really special up here. I just bloody cast out here into these snags, hooked a little barra like 40 centimeters, dropped it straight away. So I reeled in as fast as I could, like a bloody, as fast as I could, and this barra came hauling us out like a queenfish and just smashed it.
That was so quick, eh?
That was insane.
Yeah.
I've never seen a barra do that. Look at this.
That moved hard, eh?
Bloody
He
hell.
stomped through it.
Well, I've dropped 3 barra here, so I hope I don't drop this guy.
We're not going to mention dinner.
Where's that? Maybe on the side. Maybe on the other side.
Yeah. Mate,
I'm gonna bring you around.
he just powered, eh? And then he's like walked right across.
Let's get him around this plonk.
And getting caught on.
Maybe grab those flies while you're
Yep.
there.
Jesus. He's solid. That's
Flies. Oh, Dan.
they're pliers, aren't they? You asked for the nip grip. Here mate, here's a shifter. But was that the one you had on first? I don't think so. You had that little one on and dropped it, yeah,
like a
and then that
40
thing comes
centimetre
stomping out.
Look at that.
Holy shit.
I keep saying it, but this is why we're up here doing this, for fish like this.
This here, mate,
They're just such a beast of a fish. Such a good fish. Oh mate,
well
there's
there's your photo right there, eh? Backdrop the Wenlock, big barra, good fight. This is what we're all about. www.wildreaches.com.au. But this is what we love doing, getting into these areas here, far away from anyone, and yeah, getting fish like this.
doing this stuff.
Oh yeah.
You're free to go. You're free.
Go big girl. Whew. Survived another day.
Come on, little tractor. Alright, she's going. Not the most reliable old donk, but it always kicks over in the end. So we just had the best session again. Got some good barra there, good toga. We all had fun. But it's really hard to leave. We're leaving a good hole, they're still firing, but we're hungry, and we're going to pull up here, aren't we, and have a coffee. And yeah, we're gonna stop up here and have a coffee and something to nibble on.
Nate reckons I'm the best snag retriever ever. Hey? What a claim to fame.
He just gets heaps of practice. So.
He was alright. He was good.
Yeah, he was a good size. Oh, that's the spot. We're having so much fun here. We just caught a good barra. And then first cast back out, I hooked another one and it just peeled drag in this fast water. Oh, and Dan's on. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Bring it over this.
baby. I can't get around.
Dan is on. I'm getting out of the boat.
Horse.
Look at this. Look at this.
Come on.
Oh, good fish, mate.
Like a bloody thoroughbred, this part.
They fight so hard in this fast water.
I'm dead set.
We netting him? Oh, look at this. Under the boat.
Holding on with all might. That's an adrenaline rush, baby.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Dan's been fishing plastics today and it's been a bit slow. And I've been fishing hard body lures. And he's just clued on that the bigger fish are hitting the hard bodies. So, what, was that your first cast?
First cast.
That was his first cast.
Look,
with
hang on.
On the gold bomber.
The trusty old bomber. The trusty old bomber, eh?
I'll get you the
mate.
pliers.
I'll tell you what.
You got it right here.
I'll tell you bloody what. Not yet. Not.
Oh, he's even got the rusty hooks on the bomber.
Yeah, look at this. That's how old the bastard is, eh? Once again, wild reaches at their bloody best. Huh? Look at that. I don't think we need him for dinner. I want to let him go.
Yeah, let him
He's
go,
too
mate.
nice,
Let
eh?
him go. Give him a kiss.
See you, mate.
There you go, buddy. Back into the hole. Are we going to jump out here? Alright guys, we just had, what, the best session of the trip? Oh, it's lunchtime today was pretty good too.
Lunchtime was bloody good, but I don't know, for fish count there,
yeah,
was, I reckon, top.
Yeah, we both got some good fish.
Cast to fish
Yeah.
was like ratio of 1 to 2, I reckon.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Like maybe even 1 to 1.
No, I was getting 2 fish to 1
Ah,
cast.
there's his form.
You, mate.
No, it was almost every cast would land us a fish, or at least hook a fish. Wow, like we're so stoked. We're just having so much fun out here. And I don't know what the time is, but the sun's, we've probably got another hour and a bit maybe of sunlight. So we're looking for a camp. There's lots of deep holes here now, so we're trying to get away from them, try and find a nice shallow bank. And you guys know the deal, shallow bank, good trees for our hammocks, and get the fire going. We've got cherubin for dinner, we've got a barra for dinner, cup of tea. Mate, what more could you ask for?
I don't know. I don't know.
Dan's lost for words. Dan is lost for
I
words.
was so stoked.
Yeah.
That's like the best session I've had ever on barra, I reckon.
Yeah,
Eh?
yeah.
Like, and that wasn't the biggest barra like we've ever caught, but just went hard.
Yeah, they were on
went
fire,
hard,
hey.
If you've never caught a barra and you've ridden a roller coaster, that's what the adrenaline's like,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah.
It's full on.
Yeah, just not what you want to see at 6 o'clock. We just passed up another camp spot because it wasn't perfect. And look at that behind me. That's blocking the whole river, so we don't have time to be cutting that up.
We ran the gamble.
Oh, there's a nice little creek in there though.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's a big tree come down, eh?
Yeah, bloody oath.
Big paper bark.
So we don't want to be camping near deep holes like this. We like nice shallow spots, so we just feel a bit safer for crocs. But yeah, you don't want to be pulling the chainsaw out at 6 o'clock at night either. I'd love to fish that creek in the morning. We might take you guys for a bit of a walk in there and have a look. Right, Dan's on a mission. Anything good, mate? All right, hopefully we'll find a spot, and I might fill it up that barra for you guys. Well, here's the palmies. Might fill it up the barra for you guys, and I don't know how we're going to cook it yet. We might cut up our nice little cubes, the popcorn barra. That'd be nice. So I'll do that in a sec. All right, so we're cutting our way through here. That's a bit crocky because there's a big deep hole here in that creek. So I'm just going to try and... The idea was to keep the boat between me and Dan, but got to watch the solar panel at the back on these sticks too and guide us through here. Alright, we've got to push it through this gap.
Do not need this at 6 o'clock at night.
Nah.
But anyway, cross your paper fishing, mate, eh?
Yeah. Alright, here we go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Alright, I'll grab Cheney.
Yep.
We're nearly through.
Come on, baby. Let's get down there. Nothing better than 2 straight flat out at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Are we moving anywhere?
Not yet. I'll push up here.
Rightio.
Alright, Dan's found a spot down here. He went for a run, so we're going to motor down there. We're off. Alright guys, we've just made it to camp. Dan's up there with a chainsaw and setting up the hammock, so I thought I would fill it up this barra for you guys, and we're going to have popcorn barra. So you saw us catch this guy a bit earlier. He's a good fish. Dan and I can have a side each. It's a bit big for that actually. So this solar panel has been so handy. It's obviously charged all our batteries. It's a good little filleting table. Doing a bloody good job. Before I fillet anything, I always sharpen my knife. Alright, now with barra, I like to start right in here, behind that wing. Come up high, around the top of the head. And then we're only going in about 30 mil there, along the back line there. When I get to about here, punch through and take it right through the tail. And we're just cutting that flesh off the rib cage. Don't want to go into the guts, just off the rib cage. Now we're running out of light here, so I'll just take one side for now. You can see it there. I'll put this guy back. I'll do this in a sec once it's a bit darker. Now I'm going to skin him. Same thing, sharp knife, grab the end with your fingers, and I like a long flat bench like this that you can run your knife along. And we're just going in and following the skin. Now some people like to put a hole through the tail there, they can get their finger in there and hold it. I'm pretty happy just digging my fingernails in. And you're just running your knife along that skin and cutting the fillet right off. Now that is a nice fillet. Look at that. And that's the skin. Dan and I were saying it'd be nice to bloody scale these and cook them up, because the fat content in it, especially across the top here, they could be tasty. Alright, another thing when you're camping, don't just chuck these in the river near your camp. It's going to attract crocs obviously. So we'll keep them in a bucket. That's really good cherubin bait. Quick wash. Now bring in the chopping board, boning knife, same thing. Sharpen it up. And then we're going to cut out. They are pretty good. If you fillet it right, there's no bones. But sometimes just along that bloodline there, I cut it out. That'd be good cherubin bait anyway. Alright, now we're going to cut this with a boning knife into squares for popcorn barra. Now it's really important to bleed the fish right. Right, when you first catch it, you've got to cut its throat and bleed it right. Otherwise it's just not as tasty. I mean, you look at this flesh, we caught this maybe 30 minutes ago. So fresh. Barra fillets are so nice and thick. Look at that, 25 mil thick. Oh, what a cube. This is going to be delicious. So what we're doing, Dan will probably show you later, he'll do a cook up. We're going to try and get the head torch. I've charged up my head torch and we'll put a big light out, and Dan can do his favourite little cooking segment on popcorn barra. But in case you don't see it, all this goes into a glad bag or some kind of container. We use rice flour, and we've been using this, I think I showed you guys the other day, the bouillon. It's like a vegetable bouillon, so like a vegetable stock powder, and you shake it all up and put it in vegetable oil, deep fry it. So good. Alright guys, that's it. Sun's going down, so I'm gonna get this other fillet off the fish, get the cherubim ready, maybe send up the drone while Dan's finishing, he's climbing trees over there, while Dan's finishing the hammocks and getting the fire going. Alright.
Okay, welcome back travellers to Dano's Bush Camp Kitchen under the stars. How good is this? Little special treat for you tonight, cooking by candlelight. So it's the only way we can do it with these GoPros. They're pretty ordinary in the nighttime light. So, but we really wanted to give you a little special treat tonight and just show you how we do our barramundi popcorn. So got the big crank fire going over there. Got some coals underneath the pan here. A little bit of oil in the pan for a shallow fry. So we've just done up a nice little mix in the bag here. All we've used is a little bit of brown rice flour, pretty straightforward, some black pepper, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of bouillon vegetable stock. So there's our secret little ingredient that we use to make it nice and tasty. So all we do, mix it all in the bag here. So we've got a good mixture in there, good mixture of all the ingredients, and nice and straightforward. This is so easy. Throw the barramundi into the bag like that. Give it a good shake up, give it a good mix around in there like that. You want to really stir it up, give it a good covering. Nice, the oil's nice and hot, so throw the slabs in there and watch your hands, the oil doesn't splash on and burn yourself. But look at that, sizzling away already. So I hope Nate's damn hungry because these are going to taste good. Okay guys, the popcorn barra is ready, looking real good. Before we get them off the pan here, we're just going to fill you in on a little bit of information. So me and Nate have been out all day, caught a whole swag of barra, sooties, togas, but the aim of the game is pretty much we just take one barra every day. We're trying to make a minimal footprint in the wenlock. It doesn't matter if it's a wenlock or wherever we go. We don't want to be coming in here taking a whole swag of fish and we can't eat. So every day we find one fish, nice little tasty fish, legal size, we take it and that's what we use for dinner. So that's the moral of Wild Reaches. That's what we're here to do, make a small impact on where we've been and at least everyone else and you guys can all enjoy the same experience that we've had up here. So on that note, we'll get this popcorn barra out of the pan. Nate, you feeling hungry, mate?
Rightio.
Rightio, because he has been waiting a little while. So, and he's worked hard today and he's done a good job of filleting these up for us and turn them into little popcorn pieces. So mate, this plate is for you. Get it all out of here, get all those little crunchy bits, they're the bits you want. They're the little bits we want. Rightio. And because he's been a good boy today, we've still got a little bit of Kevin Sue's special relish left over. So we're going to give him a big dollop of that. And little flick of the sand off. There you go guys. Popcorn barramundi wenlock style. Enjoy.